Hey guys, Oliver Windows here, and today I am back with another video. And in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be upgrading this laptop. So it has 256 megabytes of RAM, which isn't much, like at all. It also has a 10 gigabyte hard drive in it, and it originally came with Windows 98, which I guess 10 gigabytes was pretty good for its time, but now, you know, putting Windows 2000 on it and, you know, putting Windows Neptune on it and all that stuff, it's not much, hardly at all. So I went out and I went to eBay and I bought a, I don't know if it's used or if it's new, an IDE hard drive for laptops, a 2.5 inch IDE hard drive, or 3.5 inch, I can't remember. But I bought it for laptops, and it says it's a 5200 RPM. I don't remember the storage. I'm gonna have to look at it whenever I pull it out, but let me go ahead and show you guys the current speed that this laptop can do, basically. So let's go ahead and flip it open and turn it on. As you can see, I still have Windows Neptune from the previous video. What I'm going to be doing after I upgrade is I'm going to reinstall Windows 2000 on it. I'm going to try to install the drivers on it, and then I'm going to put Windows Neptune back. Would you look at that? Well, anyways, you guys get the gist. So without further ado, I'm going to shut this laptop off, and I'm going to, I guess, take it apart, see what all I need to do to upgrade it. So let's go ahead and pull it up here, make sure it's turned off. Okay, it's off. Unplug it. I'm going to close it, and I'm going to go ahead and take the battery out. So to do that, you have to do this and pull it. It usually is locked, but I didn't have it locked. So this is the battery. I got the battery pulled out. I don't need to pull the any of the other drives out. And now I'm going to flip it over to reveal it has a few little sliding compartments. So you got this one right here, which is the GPU. So you got this one right here, which is the GPU, which apparently is actually hot swappable, but they didn't actually come out with anything else to hot swap it with. So it's just chilling here. You take out this screw, and I guess that's it, just those two screws, and that's how you pull it out. But under this one, I have, you have the RAM slots. So as you can see, it has two different RAMs here. Let's go ahead and pull the slot 2 one out. As you can see, this is currently what it is a PC 100 322. I guess is how much megahertz it is. I'm not sure. But replacing it, I got this weird brand, Computer Bay, 512 megabytes of SD RAM. It says it's for Brother printers, but it can be used for anything else, I'm sure. So let's go ahead and open it up here. Pop it out. This is an interesting packaging. There we go. Get a closer look at it. So it's a PC 133, which is 133 megahertz. It's non-ECC, and it doesn't have, I'm pretty sure it doesn't have a controller in it, so the computer can't actually tell how fast the RAM can go. It's got a little sticker there. It's pretty much the same stuff. So let's go ahead and put this in here and plop it down. I guess I'll put this RAM stick back into this packaging. Next up, I need to grab a screwdriver, because this actually requires some screws. As you can see, there's one right here and one right there. I don't think I can pop it up without it. So I'm going to grab my Lucky iFixit toolkit. We'll open it up. And yeah, I wish iFixit could sponsor me, because I definitely use their toolkit a lot. I mean, I've used quite a bit of these bits, and I actually used one of these for security screws. So I would get an LTT screwdriver, it's just I think they're expensive. So these screws, I don't think they pull out all the way. No, they do, okay. Never mind, don't quote me on that. No, they don't, okay. The screws don't pull out all the way. And you slide it back, and it like kind of slides out and there it goes. Pops up just like that. Well, shoot. This is like some very old plastic. I'm not exactly sure where this came from, but it kind of just fell off of this. I'm not too sure where this came from, actually. Well, set this off to the side, and this right here is the hard drive. And I thought it was just some special connector that you couldn't buy. This is, but in actuality, you can take it and you could, well, let me get this side piece off here. All right, I got all the screws out, and now I'm just going to slide it out like this. And again, I thought this was some special adapter, but in actuality, all you have to do is take it and pry it loose just like that. And now you have a normal IDE 3.5 inch hard drive. Here's some of the specs for you guys to look at. Okay. And I'm going to be replacing it with whatever's inside this box. So I'm going to go ahead and open the box. Alright, I got the box open. The reason I'm not showing it is because it has some personal information on it. But as you can see, I have this wrapped up mess, wrapped up with like paper textured tape. So we'll unwrap it. Man, they sure did not want this to break. There we go. There's the IDE hard drive. So it's a Samsung hard drive. I actually didn't realize it was a Samsung one. It's a 160 gigabyte IDE hard drive with 5400 RPM, 8M. I'm not exactly certain on what that 8M means, probably 8 megabits or megabytes. So yeah, let's go ahead and open this up here. What a nice peel. I actually did a good job there. All right, now we need to get this out. I'll get my fingers in there. There we go. Pull that out. Next up, I'm going to be putting the adapter on it, which is right here. So this goes, okay, so there's a little blank spot there, which means it would go this way. Flip it over so I can see it a little easier. So go like this, slide that on there, and there we go. Now we got the adapter. I'm going to slide this, so I'm going to slide this sleeve on it. I'm going to screw this sleeve on, and then I will be back. Alright, so now I got the sleeve screwed back on, as you can see. And pretty much all I've got to do now is just plug it in, and let's see if it works. So we drop it in there, and then push it forward. It slid in like a glove. Next, I'm going to put this little sheet back. Again, I'm not sure what that plastic piece was that fell out of it. I guess it was to hold this down, because it doesn't really seem like it's sticking down anymore. So let's screw this in here real quick. There we go, got one side, got the other side. There we go. And before we do anything to it, let me pack up my stuff. Let's slide the battery back into it, like so. Let's go ahead and lock it, because why not lock it? Plug it in, because the battery actually, unfortunately, is starting to die on me. It's losing its charge. So I have to keep it plugged in now. And let's flip it on. Let's flip it open and see what happens when you turn it on. Alright, the computer still does boot, which is very good. Alright, okay, interesting. So it doesn't have an SPD available. So it doesn't actually know what the memory speed is. So it'll automatically switch it to 100 megahertz, even though it's a 133 megahertz SSD. Let's go ahead and I guess let's just push yes. I would go into the setup, but I don't have the keyboard plugged in, so I can't actually go into the setup. But let's see. What's it gonna do since it doesn't have an operating system on the hard drive? Operating system not found. Okay, fair enough. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take out the Windows Neptune disk, and I'm going to put in my Windows 2000 disk. Alright, so let's push, oh, I can't see. Alright, let's go ahead and Control-Alt-Delete here. And let's see if it can recognize the CD as Windows 2000, or if it's not Windows 2000, because I'm not sure what disk I just put in there, because it's unlabeled, unfortunately. But it should be the only disk that I have. Alright. Windows 2000 setup. Well, dang, it's loading pretty... the CD is loading pretty slow, but it's not reading the hard drive. Who knows how fast the hard drive actually is. Setup is starting Windows 2000. I'm not sure why it's taking as long as it is, honestly. Awesome. Welcome to setup. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and push enter. No, enter. course, I'm going to push accept, so I'm going to push F8. Unpartitioned space. So you got one. Wait, huh? 131067. That doesn't sound like 160. Oh well. Let's push enter. Format partition. There's only one file system it's wanting to install it on, but whatever. I guess we'll just choose NTFS, which is something I always choose anyways. And it's not doing it quick either, so this is going to take a while. So I'm looking on the old one, and I don't even see an RPM anywhere. If you guys see RPM, please let me know, because this new hard drive seems like it's going fairly slow. I mean, it's only at 2% right now, and it's usually a little bit faster. But it could be because it's new and it hasn't been formatted before. I hope it's new. I hope it's new. If it's not new, I'm going to be sad. Well, it appears this is going to take a very long time, so I will be back as soon as it's done and I've got it all set up and everything. And I'll let you guys know how it's acting and if it's any faster or not. Alright, I am back. So it has been quite a few days since I've actually turned this thing back on. I haven't even gone through the setup process. I let it install and then just cut it off since then. Sorry if I sound sick. For some reason I am sick. I haven't quite figured out why. It started off with like a scratchy throat, had to cough or whatever, so my voice is a lot deeper than it usually is. In my nose, I'll sometimes sniffle. I don't know if I'll probably cut it out of the video anyways, but figured to let you guys know. But I haven't gone through the setup process at all on this, so I don't even know if it like worked properly or if the hard drive is any faster. So that's why I have the laptop off now. So that way, whenever I turn it on, we can see how fast it boots compared to the old hard drive. But that means I haven't had any time to put drivers on this thing or anything like that. I haven't even put Windows Neptune on it yet. But I guess without further ado, let's turn on the laptop and see what it does. Alright, still looking good. It still says this error where it's like, oh hey, there's no memory thing on this RAM. Would you like to run it in something else? So I'll push Y here. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to get the camera situated. No, I don't want to boot from the CD. Let's see if it boots up any faster than it used to. You can't hear the hard... Wait, the hard drive light isn't even flat. Oh, there it goes. Oh, that's interesting. So you can't actually hear the clicking of the hard drive, which definitely goes to show that this is a much newer hard drive. Setup is being restarted, which is totally fine. I didn't go through the setup process. I'm not sure how long it's going to actually take. Also, I'm sorry if I don't ever get the screen centered. I'm still using my phone, and the freaking phone holder for it just really sucks. It always would fall and would always do a bunch of other crap. So it never really worked out. It never really works holding it very well. But it is setting up, at least. I'm going to turn the light on real quick just to see if I'm still in frame. Oh, never mind. I'm already in the setup wizard. Sweet. Let's see. Alright, we're good. Let's push next here. I might need to enter a product key. I'm not exactly sure yet. Man, this hard drive is really quiet. You'd think it's an SSD. Of course it can't be because it's an IDE and not a SATA. That explains why I didn't hear any disc movement. Alright, I guess we'll go ahead and just go through the normal setup. Let's go ahead and push next here. My name is, in fact, Gabe. The organization is AOW. And there's the product key. Alright, I got the password entered. I'm going ahead and just going to skip this. Let it go next here. I don't know why it always forces me to type this in. Alright, so the time clearly is still set for Neptune, so I'll just leave it as that. It is 8:30, so I got that correct. So clearly the CMOS battery is not dead inside this thing, fortunately. Eastern time, click next here. I guess we'll let it do the final bit of setup. Completing the Windows 2000 setup wizard. Dang, it's already 20 minutes. Remove the CD. You don't have to, but they recommend it. Go ahead, push finish. And it might sign on immediately, I'm not sure. Network wizard, huh? Nope. Let's push next. Finish. There we go. Well, there was that lovely start sound. And it looks like I actually have display drivers this time instead of last time I didn't have display drivers, I don't think. It's not in 32-bit for some reason. Let's go ahead and fix that. Good. Yeah, see, it actually has the driver installed here. That's weird. It didn't work last time I tried to install on this. It appears it is loading a lot faster. Of course, the screen can't really keep up. There's a little bit of motion blur with it, but that's okay. Let me try to plug in my USB and see if it's actually able to keep up with it, or if it's going to take a long boot or not. See, that's what I like about this USB to SATA connector. It has the drivers are old enough it works on like old hardware like this. And Windows 2000 supports it, obviously. I'm not sure about other stuff. I think Windows 98 could work if it had the proper USB drivers. I mean, this laptop does come with a USB. Well, that loaded fairly quick. Alright, let's open up the new volume here. Let's open up SDI, see if SDI actually runs on Windows 2000. It does not, didn't think so. I'm not sure. Let's try Legacy up. No, I forgot I can't because I don't have internet. I don't have my SMC or whatever that brand is. But let's go ahead, let's try it. Let's just install this and see how fast it does. Alright, install. Well, of course it failed to download. There's no internet. I didn't know it actually tried to download stuff. Alright, well, that failed. Let's see. Oh, go figure. C, Dell, drivers, video, setup. Let's see if installing the video driver. Ooh, that's pretty. Would you look at that? Now that screams Windows 98. Yeah, I don't have the right drivers, obviously. It's kind of hard to find the drivers for this laptop. I have a disk that says it's for Windows 2X, or that says it's for this laptop, but again, I'm not. It doesn't. It's not really named good. It's hard to figure out if it works or not. But I have successfully I have successfully upgraded the Windows 98 laptop. Let's open up Task Manager real quick and go to Performance. Look at that. Much more RAM. Only hardly any CPU usage. I'm not exactly sure what else to test because I don't really have like a hard drive tester type thing. But as you can see, stuff is loading very fast. It's not really having any problems. See, show files here and everything's loading like fairly quickly. Let's go ahead and change the audio real quick. There we go. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Make sure you share this video with your friends. And without further ado, I guess that is it with the rest of and yeah, so I guess that's it. Oh man, it's so hard to do my outro. It's hurting my throat so bad. Let me just try the outro just normally. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Make sure to put down in the comments what else I could be doing to this laptop, or what other video you would like to see. The next episode should be, or the next video I post should be of Windows Whistler, you know, the next version after Neptune. And yeah, so without further ado, that is the end of the video. I will see you guys later. Goodbye, guys.